Girl Gone Gamer did a really good video that she called My Bad Habits. And she went through some of hers. Now, I have a solution for one of her habits, but primarily what I want to do on here is tell you about some of mine. The solution for her one bad habit is she said she used to slam her controller down when she was playing a game on her monitor. Well, that's very easily taken care of. What you do is you put down something soft on top of where your game controller is, like a pillow. But get a controller that can move on just about any surface at all. In other words, if you keep destroying controllers, you have to keep buying new ones. When you buy the new one, buy one that'll slide on anything. And then you put a pillow there. So when you slam it down, you're slamming it down on a pillow. And you won't break anymore. Now, for my bad habits. I have a little bit, just a wee little bit, of what you might call OCD. Obsessive Control Disorder. Mine isn't real bad because there are some people that have this disease and they're washing their hands 25 times a day. And they're checking this and they're checking that. And they're about to give themselves a nervous breakdown. Basically what I'll do is I'll go through a checklist around my home. And when the checklist is complete, I'm out of here. Most people just take it for granted. Like, you see this door right here? This goes into my second bathroom. Even though I use the bathroom in the hallway, and I probably haven't even been in that second bathroom in about 3 weeks, I'll go in there and I'll make sure the water in the toilet's not running, the shower's not dripping, that the water is still in the toilet. I'll check the knobs on both of the sinks, make sure there's no drip there. Then I'll come through here and I'll make sure that the volume is not on and the power is not on my speakers, which are connected to my computer. And I'll make sure my computer is in sleep mode. Then I'll go in the other bathroom, check the same stuff as I checked in here. As I'm walking out of each room, I'm also checking the lights up top to make sure they're all off. And I'll make my way around and I'll look at the thermostat and I'll make sure it's set on a colder temperature, like in the wintertime. I have it at about 69 during the daytime, but when I'm asleep, I like the place to be nice and warm, so I set it at about 73. Overnight, I want to make sure it's down to 69 during the daytime because otherwise I'm spending more electricity. Then I'll go through and I'll make sure nothing's dripping in the kitchen. I'll make sure the oven's not on. I'll make sure the refrigerator door has its alarm set on it. And then the very last thing I'll do is I'll just kind of like walk through the door and I'll shake the handle and make sure the door is locked a couple times. And then I'll go. And I can do this whole thing without thinking, and then I'll get out of my car and I'll be off. And then if I have any type of something that would resemble a panic attack, I can remember back like, yeah, I did go in there and check that light. I did go in there and check that toilet. And I can just remember back and it's all good. And I don't check things over and over and over again. I check them once. But I do check them. Most people don't even check them. They just go. Another thing I have a tendency of doing is rambling too much. And I'm doing a little bit of that in this video. I'll be sitting and I'll be talking to somebody, and then that person might turn and start a conversation with somebody else. That could possibly mean that, well, what I'm saying really isn't that interesting, and I should not try to finish my sentence. I just cut it off where it's at. That's what I should do, but I don't. I'll wait patiently for them to finish their conversation. Then I'll finish what I have to say, which sometimes can be awkward, because they'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry I cut you off," and it would just be better if I just, cut off my own conversation. Wasn't that important to them? I really shouldn't worry about it. I have a tendency to also scratch my ears. And I'm not talking about the ear, I'm talking about inside the ear. I get an itch in there and I'm like this. And a lot of times I don't think of where I'm at. I do not pick my nose in public. In fact, I try not to pick my nose, period. Take a tissue and go, eh. But the ear, the ear seems to be a little different. I got an itch in there. I'm scratching up a storm. And usually if you have an itch in there, it's wax. But I really don't pay attention to where I'm at. And those are probably the main things about me. I eat too much. I got a bowl of Captain Crunch right here. But those are my bad habits. So I'd like to thank Girl Gone Gamer for setting the tone for this video, and doing a good video herself. So let's hear your bad habits to whoever's watching my video. Thank you for allowing me to bore you, and have a great day. Bye.